from times immemorial, when humans started to live together in the societies, they decided, no, we can govern ourselves.
Yeah.
So we should have a system of governing ourselves.
Okay.
But that's not possible, because governing ourselves means everybody is going to have a frame for himself. So then slowly it evolved, and gradually we came into the democracy.
Yep.
And the democracy had certain values, and the promises to the people.
Yep.
The democracy and the government practicing democracy is going to promise you certain things.
Exactly.
For example, it will promise you that you are free.
Yep.
It will promise you are free to participate, you are free to express yourself, then you have rights.
Yeah.
So this is, in fact, what the government makes promises to the people. Every government makes a policy on papers, and that policy
On papers, yes.
and the policy is supposed to be implemented on the grassroots level.
Okay.
Now, here is the litmus test for the governance. Whether the government is able to implement this policy on the grassroots level, it cannot do that.
Okay.
It means it's a failure. But here I would like to say something.
Sure.
The government only is not responsible. There's a partnership. The partnership of civil society, citizens,
Public
and the
and private
government.
partners.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every citizen is responsible for good governance.
Okay.
Because certain responsibilities I am supposed to be fulfilling, the government is not responsible for that. Good governance is the framework where economies prosper, where the countries progress.
Exactly.
If you just look at our country, how resilient we are, we have been smashed 5 times. First, the founder of the Pakistan, Qaid-e-Azam, we lost him.
Yeah.
We couldn't implement what he wanted.
Yeah.
Secondly, soon after that, there was a huge problem of migrants coming from India, migrating to Pakistan. There was no UN body, there was no NGO at that time, and the government was doing all that, accommodating that. Still, we thrived, we survived.
Exactly.
Then there were 2 wars, 65, 71. The country fell apart in 71.
Yep.
We survived. We have been surviving. Then the war on terror, the losses, we survived.
Yep.
These are the causes that we have not been able to, rocket our speed towards prosperity, but
Yeah.
but we should be optimistic. As you said, we should be hopeful, we should be optimistic.
Yes.
But you were right that we are not fulfilling the responsibility. We was fine, our per capita income was fine, and we were doing fine. After 90s, the country slowly, gradually declined.
Yep.
Why? Political interferences.
Corruption,
Political interferences
whatnot.
in each of the department. People started from the civil services of Pakistan, which used to be, the cream of the cream selected. People have started to come laterally due to the political influences.
Yes.
Our institutions started to degenerate.
Yes.
They got slowly and gradually, the termite of this corruption has eroded our country, where there is no justice, where the people die, and then they get, the decision from the courts. I don't think so, that we should even call it as a governance even, not even a bad, rather a worse type of governance. That will not come into the governance even, that is a rule. There's a difference between a rule and the governance. Rule, a tyrannical person, a despot, rules.
Yeah.
Governance, it's two-way.
It's by the people, for the people.
The government is steered by the pressure groups and by the civil society organizations.
Yes.
In Pakistan, we are still hot, still cold. We have organizations that suddenly come up with an issue, and then the Twitter campaign and the Facebook, and suddenly it goes down.
Yep.
There is not a regulatory body in the civil society which continues to push the government toward the task.
Okay.
And on the other side, the government looks toward these CSOs and NGOs with suspicion. They think that they're serving some foreign agenda because maybe they're funded by some foreign governments.
Yep.
So here the linkage is completely broken. The individual is linked to the government through these CSOs and NGOs.
Okay.
But unfortunately, when this link is broken, there is nobody.